Let's have a conversation on this video, guys. It's live. Tell me if you guys can hear me, by the way. But on this live, I want to talk about the wealth building habit that changed my life when I was flat broke, right? Just flat broke. And hopefully, guys, you can get something out of this that's going to help you out, something that's going to make you kind of take a different look at a very common thing. Let me see if I can get this deal working for you here. Give me a second here. Yeah, okay. So hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully. As you come in, guys, let me know what city, let me know what state, let me know what country you're in. But we're going to have this quick conversation, guys. And in my opinion, you're not going to go broke if you do this, what I like to call sort of a surprising wealth building habit, right? And it's one that helped change my life. So I said, you know what? Let me share it with other people. So on this video, I'm going to share my experience with this wealth building habit and give you, and I want you, feel free in the chat or in the comments to drop your comments on what you think about it and what's been your experience with it. But it's surprising, it's a surprising wealth building tool or wealth building habit because you just don't hear people talking about this, right? But it's for me, it's been a huge principle of wealth building. And I think if you focus on it, you can really become wealthy. Well, let's just jump right into it because it's not going to be a long live. That wealth building habit is simply giving and it's simply helping. Giving and helping more and more and more people. Now, I'm going to explain how this helped me, but I want to just kind of be clear about the concept first, the concept of giving, right? And again, you don't hear this talk very often about wealth building when people are talking about building wealth, getting rich, millionaire habits. You rarely hear them talking about the principle of giving, helping other people, right? When I say giving, I'm not telling you that you need to go broke giving to help other people. I'm not telling you that at all. I'm telling you to simply add the concept or the principle of giving to your own personal financial philosophy, right? How you do things with money, what you think about money, all that stuff. Add giving and helping other people to it. I'm going to tell you how it's been helpful for me and how when I was flat broke, when I started giving, it helped me and helped change my entire financial situation. If you check in the description box, you'll see something called the 24 laws of money. The second law, and I'll pull it up so I can read it. The second law is give without remembering and give without remembering who and why, and receive without forgetting. Now, why is that an important principle of building wealth? Well, a lot of reasons. Let me see what we got in the chat real quick since I actually put that in. Philly Suburbs is here. How you doing? Greensboro's in the house. Good to have you. We got folks from Cedar Point, Ohio. We got St. Louis here. We got the Bronx. Hey, how you doing, Karen? We got Charleston, South Carolina. So we got some folks in here checking in from all around the country. Great, good. This is it's a wonderful thing that you're here to hear this message about giving. And do me a favor and share this link with somebody else. Share this message or this video with somebody who you know, somebody who you just somebody in your circle, right? Could be on your Facebook page, your IG page, could be anywhere. Share it with somebody because it's a principle that we don't talk about enough, in my opinion. But giving is rarely discussed. But in my opinion, you'll never go broke when you learn to employ the principle of giving and helping other people. Guys, smash the like button as you come in. Please hit that like button, right? Listen. This is not going to be one of those messages that is going to go viral. It probably won't go viral, right? When you talk about giving and helping other people, right, or a wealth building tool or principle like giving and helping and giving other people, giving of your time, your talent, your money, those things don't go viral, right? But they should, right? They should. But giving, in my experience, has been extremely helpful for me, and I want to share with you guys how or why. When I was 32 years old, I officially became a born again Christian, right? And I immediately started learning and studying and researching the power of giving, the power of helping other people, the power of putting yourself to the side and saying, I'm going to do what I can to help other people get what they need, get what they want. So since then, and that was probably what, 22 years ago, I have made giving a priority. Giving a priority that when I do a budget every single month, giving is at the top of the budget, right? Helping and giving, whether it's a cause, whether it's a person, whether it's a tithe at a church, whatever it may be, and off, whatever it could be. Just, it doesn't really matter really where you give necessarily. The point is, are you giving with the right heart? Are you giving to do something that's good? Are you doing to help someone that needs it? Right? That's the whole purpose. Now, mind you, back in 2002, I didn't have any money. I wasn't smart money bro back in 2002, right? I think in 2002, I still had a negative net worth, but I brought the idea of giving and helping other people into the fold of what I was doing with money way back then. And I think this is the key. This is the key that a lot of people are missing, because a lot of people feel like, okay, I don't have any money to give. I don't have nothing to give nobody else. But listen, the principle of giving and helping other people it's so mature of a principle that it doesn't care about how much you give. It doesn't care that you give, you bring home 10,000 or say bring home $4,000 a month. It's not telling you give $500. It's not telling you give $200. It's just saying give whatever your heart is led to give, whatever you believe. Could be $50. It doesn't matter. Could be $5 if that's all you got. But the point is, it's a principle. And the principle of giving is what we're talking about. I don't care how much you give. That's not the point, right? To this day, we give away thousands and thousands of dollars a year, right? Whether it be helping people out, whether it be a tithe, no matter what it is, right? It's not the point of what it is or how much or anything. That's not the point, right? The reason I know the principle of giving actually works and has worked for me in my wealth building journey, it's because my wealth has grown tremendously. And I haven't missed $1 of the thousands upon tens and tens of thousands of dollars that I've given over the years. Never missed a dollar, right? This is why I named the video, This Wealth Building Habit Changed My Life When I Was Flat Broke, because I started it when I didn't have no money. Like a lot of you that may be watching this video, you might say, hey, I don't have money. Times is hard. Inflation's tough. I just got laid off. I just got whatever it could be. You could be going through a lot of different things. But this principle is not worried about where you are right now in your life. Doesn't matter. And I know it sounds a little cruel, but it's not cruel. It's saying that it doesn't matter where you are in life, because it doesn't matter how much you give. It doesn't matter if you give $2, $5. Once a month, you go buy the homeless 2 or 3 pairs of gloves and you drop it off at the homeless shelter, whatever it may be, right? Maybe you give a little money for the food kitchen or your local church, whatever it could be. That doesn't matter. Do me a favor, guys. Again, smash that like button for me. I don't know if I said it or not, but hit that like button. Share the link to this video with somebody who you think needs to hear this information and this message about giving, about helping, about being that person. But I want to talk about this in 2 different levels, okay? So, by the way, Mint Mobile is in the description box. Check it out. 24 Laws of Money. This is one law of the 24 Laws of Money that is a free ebook in the description box below. This is law number 2, I believe. Giving, right? Law number 2 is about giving. But again, share the link to the video if you know anybody that needs to hear this message. But I want to talk about this giving thing, not just from a standpoint of you giving some money to help other people. That's one aspect of it, right? Giving to help other people, giving a portion of your money to help those folks that need the most help, right? Giving a portion of money to people that need the most help. But the other aspect of giving is figuring a way to help as many people as possible. So instead of having a vision or a dream to help 20 people, you should have a vision or dream to help 20 million people, right? Help those 20 million get what they want, right? So First of all, guys, let me check the chat. I just get to going, guys, and I don't check the chat. My apologies. Let me see. Brooklyn's in here. Good to have you, Brooklyn. Let's see. Love from Israel. Good to have you. All right. Sending out prayers and peace to you guys in Israel. Florida's in the house. Good to have you. Growth Mindset. Thank you for the message. Somebody said Dallas, Texas is here. Good to have you. Let's see. Thanks for catching me live, Investing with Rod. I appreciate you being here. Let me back up off that light that's coming in the window there. But Arizona's here too. Good. Who's from Arizona? Okay. Arizona Sean looks like. Good. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Brooklyn, New York. We said that already. I'm going back to make sure I check them. Maya from Atlanta. Good to have you. So, okay. Let's start with the first thing about why give to people. Because people need help, guys. Right now, there's a lot of people in our society and around the world that are hurting in a lot of ways, whether it's mental, physical, food, shelter, whatever, clothing. Always lots of people that you can give to that need the help, right? So why not pull off $100 a month? Why not pull off $50 a week? Why not pull off $10 a month, right? 100, 200, 500, $700 a month. Why not, right? To help a cause, help a person that needs it, etc., right? You cannot, let me just say it like this. You cannot convince me, you'll never be able to convince me that giving with an abundant mindset didn't help me build my wealth from a negative net worth. Like I said, when I started this thing of giving, I had and learning how to give and understanding the principle of giving, I had a negative net worth, right? You can't convince me that from that point, giving as much as we give and much as I've given over these years, you can't convince me that right there was not a catalyst in helping me build wealth, right? It's all about an abundance mindset, right? And I'm a firm believer that in an abundance mindset, right? There's enough, in my opinion, guys, there's enough in this world for everybody. I don't care about what we learned in high school, in middle school and high school about scarcity of resources and all that. Look, I believe there's enough abundance in this world for all of us. And I feel like it's important to give a portion of what I have to help other people, right? And that's just what I believe. It may not be popular nowadays. You don't see it flashing across your YouTube feed all the time. You don't see it flashing across your Facebook, your IG feeds. But giving is a powerful principle. It's a powerful principle, right? And I'm walking and living proof that it works. And that's why I share it, because on this channel, I try to share what's worked for me, right? I don't care if it's budgeting, investing in the stock market, whatever it could be. If it's worked for me, I try to share it with you guys, because perhaps and more than likely a principle like this will work for you too, right? But like I said, if I can help other people's cup run over, my cup is going to run over. At the top, again, I'll say it again, at the top of all my budgets since 2002, 2003, at the top of every budget, right along with food, right along with rent or mortgage, right along with utilities and water, is giving, right? Every written budget now on a spreadsheet is giving, helping, making sure that I'm giving a portion of what I have back to other people. You can call it religious, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but it's a principle that works, right? And I've never gone hungry, right? I've never been homeless, right? I'm convinced that giving with the right heart has played a strong role in helping me build my wealth. And I was doing it when I was flat broke, and I'm still doing it today. And guess what? Like I said, haven't missed a meal. So what's that mean? That means that principle is a principle that works. Well, it worked in my life, and I think it can work in some of you guys' life as well. People think you can. Here's the rub I always get. The rub I always get when I talk about giving is people say, well, you might go broke. I don't have no money to give nobody. I don't have nothing to give nobody, right? But listen, the principle is so strong and it's so important, and it's so built into the fabric of the earth, the human life, us on this planet. It's built into the fabric of it. And so it's a principle that says you won't go broke. If you help people, if you just help people, listen, and I'm not telling you to give all your money. to somebody else, right? I'm not telling you to do that. Obviously, you take care of your needs and things that you have to survive on, etc. But up there, somewhere, giving, helping, $1, $5, $30 a month, right? It don't take a whole lot to activate the principle, right? All it takes is the right heart to activate the principle, right? But the second piece of this that I was talking about is the fact that if you're a business person, right, and you want to start, or you have a side hustle, or you want to start a side hustle, or you already have a business, you've got to start thinking big when it comes to helping people. Whatever you do, I don't care what you do, right? Could be anything. And you have to start understanding that if you help more people, you'll eventually make more money in whatever you're trying to do, right? So it doesn't matter. Name a business, right? Whatever that business may be. Let's think of a business. Somebody think of a business for me. If you spend the effort and time to figure out how can I help people, and then if you can put helping people at the center of your business, your mission with your business. How do I help and get my product or my service out to more and more people? How do I reach more people? How do I use whatever I do in an ad hoc way to help out people along the way? I mean, for example, when I had an eBay business, I was selling shoes on eBay, but oftentimes when I would source for shoes, I would have shoes, then I'd take them home. I couldn't do much with them. I didn't like the way they looked. They probably wouldn't sell for very much. And so what I would do is every single month, it usually ended up being once every couple of months, I would take a big old bag of shoes and I would give them away. Sometimes I'd buy a shoe for $1 or $2 just because I knew I'd be giving it away. Because no matter what I did over the last 20 years, 22 years, no matter what I've done, I've always found a way to make sure I'm giving and helping and making that a principal part of the business, of the side hustle. So when you have a side hustle, don't say, okay, I want to increase my customer base by 100. You should be saying, I want to increase my customer base by 100,000. Because when you find a way in your business, your product, your service, whatever you sell, when you find a way in your business to help hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, guess what's going to happen to your business? You'll be helping more people, but at the same time, your business will be making more money. You'll get more profit, right? You got to find a way to help as many people as possible. Giving away, and it could be, listen, it could be part of giving could be your time, your talent, your resources, your skills. That could be a part of it too, right? But you got to be giving, and it could be money as well, right? Obviously, which is the main thing I'm talking about here is money, but it could be other things. But you got to find a way to help and give to as many people as possible. When you help millions, you'll get millions. I really believe it, right? If you want to be wealthy and rich, and you need to spend some time focusing your attention on helping as many people as humanly possible, right? Helping them get what they need or what they want. And you'll ultimately get what you need and what you want. Let me see what we got here in terms of the chat, guys. England's in the house. Good to have you here from all the way from England. Z Millie, help somebody. Let's see, help somebody. Hope that you and everyone are well. Thank you so much, Toledo, Ohio. I appreciate it. I'm getting a little glare from the sun. Let's see here. Respectfully, how do we know you're wealthy? Hey, good question, JKB. JKB said, how do we know you're wealthy? What qualifiable or references can you point us that confirm that I am indeed wealthy? I have none. You don't have to believe me. You really and honestly, JKB, you don't have to believe anything I'm telling you about my status in terms of wealth, not wealth. I'm not going to turn around the camera and show you my bank accounts or my savings accounts, banking accounts, real estate. I'm not going to show you all that. So if you don't believe me, that's fine, right? I'm not forcing you to believe me at all. You don't have to. And I have probably 700 videos, 550 of them are public on YouTube. You can feel free to go back and take a look at those if you want, but you don't have to. You can check me out on other platforms too. LinkedIn, Instagram, you name it, X, whatever it could be. I'm all over the place. Check out my YouTube. Check out my website. It's a great segue for that. smartmoneybro.com. Go there and check it out as well. I talk a little bit about my story, but I have so many videos where I talk about my story and what I've done and what I've been through. And sometimes we have folks in the chat that might jump up in here, but I have no cars. I have no jewelry. I have no big houses to show you. Because one of the things I talk about is wealth is quiet. Real wealth is quiet. Real wealth is not loud. It's not flashy. It's none of that, right? Most people that have money, you don't even know they have money, right? You see me in a store looking just regular, great. I don't want you to know I have money, right? But if you catch me on here, you'll see. But I have nothing to share with you, JKB, that's going to convince you. I appreciate that question, though. I really do, because it's actually a pretty good question. A very good question. So I appreciate you asking that. Let's see here. How do you know the begging scammers in the local area? A good question. I'm not sure how you know them, but they are there. I guarantee you. Wealth is not a zero-sum game. Hey, good afternoon to you as well. Is that Miss? Yeah, Miss V. It's in green. Let's see here. Giving is very important, guys. I don't talk about it as much as I probably should on this channel, but I'm one of those finance channels that I definitely think about giving. And I employ it. I use it as a big part of my wealth building. Hey, Bass, good to have you here. Okay, good. So, I mean, all I want you guys to do as we talk about building our wealth, getting rich, investing. Sometimes we talk a lot about ETFs and index funds and stock market. We talk about all this stuff. We talk about what the Fed is doing, inflation, all that good stuff. We talk about money management, managing your money well, thinking in a different way, different mindset. As we do that, guys, I just want you to employ and think about giving and making it a part of your budget on a regular basis, putting it at the top of your budget and making sure that you don't worry about the amount, but you worry about, are you giving with the right heart? Are you giving in the right spirit? And if you're doing those things in the right way, the concept and the principle would begin to be activated in your personal finances. That's all I'm employing you to do. Let me see something here. Oh, okay. Scoot back. So that's all I'm trying to employ you to do, is to actually just make it a part of what you do. Make it a part of who you are. I also talk about on this channel, make sure you're building and developing your own personal philosophy with money. So as you build your own personal philosophy with money, include the giving as part of your philosophy. Include it, right? Now, I'm not telling you how much, what to give to, no, none of that. You have to decide that for yourself, right? But make it a goal of yours to serve, to help, to give as much as possible, to serve, to help millions of people along the way. Sounds lofty. I know you say, I want to start with 50 people. That's cool. But eventually, let's go to 500. Let's see how we can help 500 people. Let's see how I can take my business, whatever I have, product, service, take my business and serve 5,000 people. I want to serve 500,000. At some point, you want to get big and say, you know what? I want to go ahead and serve 5 million. I got 50 million people that I want to help. Right? In my mind, here's one of my goals. One of my goals is I want to help 100 million people understand the concepts of building wealth, the principles of building wealth. 100 million, right? Now, last year it was 1 million. Guess what? We reached that. We got over 7 million views on YouTube. Now I'm going to go for 100 million because I want to help as many people as possible. It's a principle that I've built my wealth by, and I think you could too. But listen, you may be saying to yourself, why? What's the point? What's the purpose? Here's the purpose. Grow. You want to grow yourself. You want to grow your business, obviously, but you want to grow yourself. You want to grow your character, right? You want to grow, and you're going to get tired giving and with this mindset. A lot of people here, let me go back. A lot of people say, my mission, my goal, I want to make money. I want to make some money, right? I want you to replace that mission of goal. Of course, you want to make money, make profit. That's the whole point of business. I want you to replace that with a mission that's centered around helping people, with a mission that's centered around helping other people get what they need. If you are starting a business, have a side hustle, doing something on the side, make a part of your mission centered around other people. What can you do to build and help and give to other people. It's an abundant mindset, right? It's a shift for some people, a lot of people, saying, I'm not just going for, because I talk to people that contact me that want to build their YouTube channel. They want to build their YouTube channel. They're curious about how much money I make on YouTube, and they're curious. And I ask them, what is your mission? What's your goal? What do you want to accomplish? Tell me what the mission is that you want to accomplish. A lot of times they'll say it's money. I want to be profitable. I want to go ahead and be monetized on YouTube. And I tell them this, what do you want to do to help other people with your YouTube channel? Put that in the center. Because if money is in the center of what you do, your business, whatever, if money's the center of it, you're going to quit as soon as the money ain't there. As soon as the money ain't there, this is why I've seen a lot of people whose YouTube channels, they go away. Why? Because at the center of their mission is money. It's not helping people. It's not giving something to other people. It's not showing people something that may help them out. But if you put people at the center of what you do, right? I always say, people first over paperwork. People work over paperwork, right? Put people at the heart of what you do, and guess what? You'll grow. But it's about embracing generosity, embracing an abundance mindset. Make giving an integral part of your wealth building strategy, right? Generosity and a spirit of giving to as many people as possible, right? Adds value to the world, adds value to the people of the world, right? Giving more than you receive makes everybody else better off. Stop just being a taker from the earth and from the people of the earth, and start giving and giving and giving to the earth and the people of the earth, right? It's a rewarding way to live. And the other thing about giving is proactive. It's an act, right? It's something you got to do, right? You got to adopt the principle of giving. That's the wealth building habit that changed my life when I was flat broke. That's it. That's the wealth building habit. See, we got in the chat here. Somebody said you give a lot of knowledge and you're not asking for thousands of dollars in return. Absolutely. That's a good point, John. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Somebody said, John said, I'm a giver, tied 10% in helping loved ones. Since I'm still building wealth and feel a bit behind, how much would you say is the limit in my giving beyond the amount of 10%? John, that's a personal question. I can't answer it. What do you feel right about giving? If it's 10%, great. If it's beyond 10, if it's 11%, great. That's really a personal decision. I can't really help you with that. I think the concept of giving is so mature that I don't think it's concerned about how much you're giving. I think it's concerned if you got the right heart and if it's something that's really coming from a place of wanting to help other people. If it's 9% and it's coming from the right place, cool, right? So that's a great question, John. I really don't have an answer. That's really a personal decision that you have to make. So great question. Thanks for asking that, by the way. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Somebody in Houston, Texas. Good to have you. The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist. Thanks for adding that to the chat. Hey, I'm not going to be before you long. I just want to come in here and give you that quick, maybe a quick motivation, quick inspiration to say, hey, look, that's the wealth building habit that nobody really talks about much that changed my personal life. Now, hopefully, I've given something to you to say, let me start seeing about how I can employ this concept of giving. And if you have a question, drop it in the comment below. I will certainly answer it. But hey, do me a favor, check the description box, check out the 24 Laws of Money. This is law number 2. Check out the 24 Laws of Money. It's a free ebook. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like everybody, all the folks in the video right now, hit the thumbs up button for me real quick. Hit that little thumb, and that way this video has a chance to reach more people. Because this concept, I know it won't go viral, right? I know it won't get me 10,000, 30,000 views, but it's important. It's vital. It's critical. Again, as I always say, the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Guys, do me a favor. Take good care of yourself, but also take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.